What's up, YouTube? It's your boy JD, and thank you for viewing Coast to Coast Gamers. Here about to play Week 10 of the Buffalo Bills versus the Cleveland Browns. If you don't know the score of yesterday's game, the actual game, Cleveland barely beat Buffalo 19-16. The reason why Cleveland won is because Buffalo's kicker shanked it to the left when he tried to kick a field goal to tie the game up. Plus, he missed another field goal early part of the game, to where if he had made the last field goal, they would have probably won by 22-19, or 23-19, whatever. But Cleveland won by the skin of their teeth, and so now Cleveland is 3-6 or 3-7, one of those two. I know they won 3 games. But anyways, I'm here about to play the game on my PlayStation to see if I can beat the Buffalo Bills way more than what Cleveland did Sunday. The reason why I'm playing it today instead of Saturday or Friday, because the Madden 20 servers were down. Something was wrong with them, so they was in maintenance all weekend. So they finally got it back up late Sunday evening, and I wasn't about to play it then because I was watching the the Cowboys lose to the Vikings, and I was enjoying every minute of that game, loving when the Cowboys lose. But with that said, you heard enough of me. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell if you're new to the channel. If you're not new to the channel, please hit that thumbs up button also, and just network my channel. Let people know about my channel. Friends, associates, co-workers, blah, blah, blah. Well, let's get to the game. Buffalo Bills versus the Cleveland Browns. Let's do this, man.
Mike 58 right there. Check pass.
Allen now on first down. He's got Gore. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackle.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The tight end, Lee Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Now Landry. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He'll buy some time right, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. First down, Mayfield, buying time to his left. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. A very solid gain of 27.
I think that should have been chalked up as a winning play for the defense, and they somehow beat it, didn't they? Right-handed quarterback flush to his left, yet he finds his tight end on the left side of the field. That's a tough throw. What a great completion.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
His passing has been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate. Got the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage, but now.
And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
To throw, it's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, 1st quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here is away. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Frank Gore, the veteran who sits 3rd all-time in rush yards. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Olivier Vernon brings him down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Mayfield on 1st down. Out to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2, sliding out of the pocket. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session, but coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now on second down, this is Gore. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's caught. Jones. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down. Jones last year led the Bills, 652 receiving yards, 7 touchdowns, more than doubled his production from 2017. Now they're hoping for an even bigger bump this year. Allen's throw is complete, and they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 28 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Allen to throw once more. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. On second down now, Gore, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. We've seen this a few times in this game. That offensive line just, I don't know if you want to call it out physical, out tough, whatever you want to use.
And what people do when that is happening, when they're getting dominated that way, they spread things out a little bit, make it more of a space game, and allow your skill position players to make a few plays out in open field. Take away the physical element, gives you a chance.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
But that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And not not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 27, Mayfield. He finds Taylor, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got Gore. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 of enemy territory. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And the grab by Croft. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Then he finds Beasley, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The tackle made by Levi Wallace. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career. Brandon, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? He told him to stop right there at the 1.
Now it's Gore. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
23 yards on the tuck and run.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Chubb on 1st down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Alexander wreaking the defensive havoc.
But no Texas start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This from 54 yards away.
54-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will make the lead now 26. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
We play to win. Let's go.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game...
Well, folks, I don't believe it. I actually slaughtered the Buffalo Bills, and Cleveland won. And only threw 1 interception in the game. That was in the 2nd quarter. But overall, the offense and the defense played very, very well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the game. I sure enough did. Kind of surprised that Buffalo didn't really give me any competition. But hey, whatever. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you're new or old to the channel, hit that notification bell. That way you'll know right away that I dropped the video. And also, please, 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 please hit that thumbs up button. So you guys take care and y'all have a great Monday and happy Veterans Day to all my veterans out there like myself. Y'all take care. Peace.